little bit of leather and a little bit of lace. My, oh my, mother had a pretty face. Mother was a pagan. She was a goddess. She lived a long time ago. My dad was a Vulcan, a diplomat. They say I got a lot of brothers, different mothers. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what I know.
Guess it didn't work when it was on the earth. I guess it's not going to work now. Welcome to the Zenbock show. We're going to have a few changes going on. I spoke to Tybach, and he told me I should be exploring the ship, which I'm going to do in a little bit. It comes to my attention that, well, what I've been showing you is the way I see the world and the way I take things from my perspective. And it's sort of my viewpoint. And of course, I've loved to enjoy the fantasy and the passion of life with everybody. But it's sort of my forte. So, this is now becoming Zenbock's forte. And as Zenbock's forte, some things are going to change. But one thing that's not going to change is we want some videos sent in, and we want to visit many places, and we want to have a lot of fun. Mouse ball's gone. Ah, Tybach, why does he do these things to the mouse ball? He plays with that. He's been getting into my computer. Every time I change something, I have little things that Dad likes to keep in a computer, and I don't think Tybach should be playing with. Little things like my financial statements, going back over 160 years, you know. Well, what I need to do is get a security system in here. Hey, Zack, Zenbock here. The Z's, we're together here.
I love it. Love it, love it, Big Z. Terrific.
Yeah, how you doing?
Great.
Great. So this is the place where you get cut up, huh?
You can if you're not careful, but if you know what you're doing, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So, you got anything to show me in the way of swords?
What would you like to see?
Something big.
Something big.
Something big.
Well, I have a terrific little, as it's referred to, a war sword. This is manufactured. It's a production piece by Cass Iberia. It has a 38.5-inch functional blade. It is steel-wrapped grip, brass pommel, straight brass quillins, or guard, as some people like to refer to it as. This was probably prevalent 12th, 13th centuries. Although this is made of modern steel, this particular blade is what they call 420 industrial or 420J industrial stainless. Back in the 12th and 13th century, it would have been some type of an iron alloy, a very much heavier. Its main function would be for a foot soldier to try to take on another foot soldier in heavy armor, or to take out the legs of a horse as he's being attacked by a knight on horse.
Ouch.
That's correct. And then he might drop this in favor of a smaller short sword, such as is mounted here. Oh, thank you.
I got it.
This is actually called a pointer sword. Poitiers, which is French. It's like a squire. This is basically meant for their defense. A squire assists a knight in battle. But the same gentleman, if he carried this, might actually have one of these. And if he demounted a knight in battle who was on horseback, then he would use this to finish him off.
Okay.
This is a carbon steel blade. Again, it's manufactured by Cass Iberia. It is a production piece. It is sharpened and functional. And this one in particular is made in the Philippines. This is made in Toledo, Spain.
Quick question. Quick question. On the top here, I see a big red sword and I see a spear.
Okay.
I'm going to
The
put
spear-
this one down here. Ouch.
The spear is believed to be, so I'm not going to say that it is believed to be a Zulu piece. It's kind of unusual if it is because I'm not familiar with the Zulu having the twisted iron frame or iron shaft as this has. It's a little short for a Maasai piece, but it is definitely African, and it's taken a lot of interest with a lot of curators, museum curators in particular, but it is considered a modern piece. This was manufactured somewhere in the late 50s, early 60s, based upon its construction, because this twist is not something that would have been seen in the early 1900s, back when the Zulus were on the rampage or whatever. But it is hand done. The way they did it was they took a single piece of wrought iron stock, shaped the blade or the spear blade as they wanted, and of course if they were going to be ornate and twisted, they would do that as well. The base of the upper shaft to fit to the wooden handheld portion, or grip, would have been flattened out at a cherry red heat, or about 1800 degrees, 12 to 1800 degrees, and then at that temperature wrapped around the wood. Now, of course, heat expands metal. As this metal cooled, wrapped around the wood, it would tighten and thus not come loose. So even the Africans, the ancient Africans, if you want to consider their art ancient, even they were well adept in knowing how to manufacture, how to engineer a proper piece of steel, for a weapon or otherwise.
Do you get to see any of the Renaissance fairs? Or
I've attended King Richard's Fair in Carver, Mass. It's a blast. I would recommend it to anybody.
You know, they do like medieval food and...
They do medieval food, they have jousts, they even have comical routines that the audience can participate in.
Puppets, Punch and Judy, huh?
Absolutely. They have street fairs as well. Hand-blown glass, handmade pieces as well. You know, none of what I have here, with the exception of this piece here, is handmade. All of this, as I mentioned, is production. But there are masters, sword masters there, that can make anything.
So that you're saying that in this day and age, we still have the craftsmen out there.
Well, if they're going to take away our guns, can we have swords?
All right, well, I thank you for your time. Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you,
Thank
Big
you.
Z.
It's been a great time. You know, the seasons have been changing, and I enjoy the seasons changing. That's one of the things about the planet Earth, is that the seasons do change. Then again, if you live in a desert or on the equator or up on the top of the Earth, it's always pretty much the same. But really, things on the Earth really do change. Lots of people to meet, lots of places to see. In fact, I want to share with you something we just did. Let's take a look.
If you're gonna love me, baby, you better love me with a thrill. 'Cause if you don't, I believe your brother will. Better love me with a feeling. Better love me with a feeling, yeah. Love me with a feeling. Oh, don't love me no more. Cops took me in. feeling, baby. Trying to do my best. Better love me with a feeling. Better love me with a feeling, yeah. Love me with a feeling. Oh, don't love me no. Don't be afraid now. Toby won't do you no harm. You got it made, baby. You got 16 inches long. Better love me with a feeling. Better love me with a feeling, yeah. Love me with a feeling. Oh, don't love me no more. I got one more verse for you. I told you I was a virgin. You know I'm mighty clean. Things are gonna get real tight, babe. So bring some Vaseline. Better love me with a feeling. Better love me with a feeling, yeah. Love me with a feeling. Oh, don't love me right now. That's all. Thank you so much. Diamond Doug Barry on lead guitar. Johnny Otis on drums. Fletch Riley on bass. And last but not least, Blue Jay Gordon on harmonica.
Hi there, Ed. How you doing?
Fantastic. What's happening? What's new?
Oh, the show's got into Los Angeles, and we're out there. You guys, we're going to get to your city. All you got to do is find us and let us know. We can do it. And but anyway, I want to ask you. We're here at Chiller. We're tucked away in another corner of Chiller. So tell me what's been going on the latest these days with the vending thing. How was the setup today?
Setup was slow because we've got a lot of things that we got to put together, and we're about the slowest people here.
Did you ever have an erector set as a kid?
Yes, I did.
You know, you have a lot of glass that you put together and just display your stuff. And I guess what I want to ask you about is the interest you have in the kinds of items that you have, because you have a very diverse range of things that you're playing around with here.
Yeah, well, when I was growing up, I always was into science fiction and fantasy, and I was always had a fascination with it. And I guess I've never lost that. And as I get older, I take a look back to the old Greco-Roman mythologies, which I kind of ignored as a child, and I've started looking at them more closely. And so my interests have kind of gone into some of the really old mythologies and the earth-based religions and stuff. It's really cool, really very interesting.
You know, well, I see gargoyles and wizards and fairies and griffins and I haven't seen mermaids. We got a couple on my show.
There's a mermaid over here.
Oh, we got a mermaid.
I'll bring out a mermaid for you.
Yeah.
You want a shot of a mermaid?
We'll bring a mermaid to us.
Here's a mermaid.
All right, we have a mermaid, a pewter mermaid. Gee, it looks a little like a friend of mine named Cindy. I wonder why. Mention the artist. Who's the artist?
This is done by a fellow named James Cook. He lives, I think, in New York State.
Uh-huh.
And James has been sculpting for quite some time, and this is a candy dish, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Very.
This is some of the newer things, and we got into some more of the skulls and the cauldrons and things like that. Let me just kind of bring this guy up here. This can be hung on the wall.
Oh, I like that. I like that. My son would be going.
He's great.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we've gotten into some of the other, which is kind of a little bit off of from the old Greco-Roman mythologies into some of the more Gothic.
The Gothic. So you're going to be going to New York in the spring.
Yeah.
And in Massachusetts, you got stuff. You got stuff in Maryland. All right, I'm going to bug out of here,
All right.
you know, but I just wanted to show everybody the latest of the things that you're doing.
Fantastic. Good
All
to
right.
see you again.
All right, thank you.
And behave yourself.
I always will. I got to get those Scream Queens next, you know. I got a date with a few.
Hey, let's hit the Scream Queens.
Now.
okay, sorry.
Whoop, your wife's over there. All righty. Guys, you never know on Zenbock's forte. Hey! Well, Zenbock found a honey. Hi, I'm Zenbock, and you're Amy.
Yes, I am.
Amy, what are you doing here at Chiller?
I am selling movies that I'm in and autographed pictures.
All righty. And what movies are you in?
I'm in Zombie Cult Massacre, Live Nude Shakespeare, Evil Ambitions, Rude TV, which is a Slash Man series, and Chickboxing Underground, Forgive Me Father, and I have one coming up called From the Teeth of Angels.
Are you getting killed in these movies or what?
I'm always the bad girl. Well, some of them are comedies.
You're a
so.
bad girl, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, that's good these days, huh?
yeah,
All right, being bad is good then.
yeah.
I got that right. All right, the first Chiller?
No, this is my second. I was here 2 years ago.
I missed you.
No, I talked to you then.
When did we get you? You were upstairs?
Yes, I was right out those doors.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We did talk to you. Yeah. All right. All right.
Three of us.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Guys.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Could you? Well, we'll start one at a time here. Tell me who you are and what you do.
I'm Amy Ballard. I'm an actress, and I was featured in Evil Ambitions. I played Victoria, secretary in a cult.
Hi, I'm Jenny Wallace, and I'm an actress, and I was in Vamp's Deadly Dream Girls. I starred as the lead vampire, Tasha.
I hear that. Right there. No, it's all right. It's all right. And you? And you?
And I am Kendra Laub, and I'm an actress / student / secretary, lots of other things. And I was featured also in Evil Ambitions. I was Gretchen, one of the few sweet, nice people in the film.
So I've got the sweeties. I got then the girls that do the biting.
The
Bad girls.
Oh, the bad girls. I love it. You lost the other two.
Yep.
All righty. So, been busy the last year?
Yes, I have. Very, very busy. I got a comic book coming out in December. It's called Made in Hell.
Made in Hell. Then you do any of the comic book conventions? There's one in Big Apple.
I've
yet.
only done one so far, but all we have is the ash can, so the comic book's coming up in December, and my picture will be on the back of it, because I'm the character.
Right, right. You look different from me the last time. Maybe
Yes?
it's the hair. Maybe it's the hair.
Yes.
Okay. I think last time you were in more of the quiet look. Quiet seductive.
Yeah, I had a long dress on.
Yeah, quiet seductive.
I don't
Yeah.
have as much clothes on this time.
Well, I noticed. I think my audience will notice too.
Yeah.
So, well, I appreciate your time.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night. Bye.
Hey.
Oh, I woke up this morning, yeah. I want everybody to know that I was the one who said, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Quit sleeping at my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Quit sleeping at my door. You ain't no good, and I ain't gonna feed you no more. Yeah, you told me you was high class, but I can see you now. Yeah, you told me you was high class, but I can
I am Zenbock, and you are
Tammy Park.
Tammy. So, you're here at Chiller, huh?
I love Chiller.
Yeah, isn't it a great convention?
It's really fun.
Yeah, so what you doing here?
I am promoting myself and also promoting Titanic 2000, which stars myself and Tina Kraus.
Okay, I take it, I'm looking at Tina and you.
Yes,
What's with the teeth, dear?
because I play a lesbian vampire.
A lesbian vampire.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm not going to touch this line. I have a friend named Howard. You should check him out, Stern.
Oh yeah, Howard Stern.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, I think you heard him. So, talk about the movie. The movie's out or in tape, theater. What are you doing with it?
Well, it's shot on film. It'll be out in February of next year. And I play the Leonardo DiCaprio role.
All right.
Except I'm a lesbian vampire, and I seduce the Kate Winslet character, who is played by Tina Kraus. And it is an hysterical comedy. It's fabulous.
It sounds like a vamp.
Yes.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I definitely appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Have you been here to Chiller before?
Oh, yeah, many years. I wouldn't miss this for the world, especially for Halloween weekends. I love it.
I'm sorry that we missed you, but next time around, we will definitely catch you.
Okay, meow, meow.
Well, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. And away on Zenbock's Forte.
First show I've done
First
here,
show,
yes.
yeah.
First one.
What do you think of it?
Oh, it's terrific. There's a great mixture of people here. I mean, you have the horror genre here, you have the science fiction, you have lovely ladies here. We haven't had a chance to walk around and have a look at them apart from this beautiful lady with me here.
Yeah, you've got a beautiful lady here.
And we're representing Star Wars at this convention. And I think there's such a mixture of people, and people are going through, and even if they're not natural fans of Star Wars, they're stopping by and saying, oh, it's really good to see you here, I haven't seen you before. So it's busy, it's mad, but it's fun.
Yeah. So, have you done conventions West Coast?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
What are they like on the West Coast?
Well, they're very Californian, really.
Okay. They're laid back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are the fans as aggressive, or they're a little quieter?
No, I think it's like when you drive in New York, you have to be aggressive when you're driving in New York.
Don't drive in Massachusetts.
Well, I've been to Boston,
Yeah.
but everyone's different from like the north of England, very much different. Scotland, where I originally come from, they're very different from Londoners. Londoners, it's all on the go. They're polite, but curt. New York I love because, they say, if you don't get on with it, nothing happens. They'll expect you to say yes. Well, what do you want? I say, could you tell me directions? They'll want you to answer quickly. But I like the Americans.
What do you think of the reissue? They reissued the...
Yes, they did extra bits. And of course, they called Femi Taylor, who's sitting next to me, Ula, who you'll have to talk to because you won't be able to speak because she'll drive you to delusions. Now, Femi was the only person called back to do extra bits. And she fitted the costume.
Oh, that's the deal.
20 years ago. No, it's just...
The deal. Yeah, that was part of the deal that I had to fit into the costume.
I guess you had to work your way into that, or just a natural? You're a healthy girl.
I was a healthy girl, yeah. So I was fortunate enough to get invited back because I fitted into the costume.
Yeah. So I guess that was good for both of everybody, the reissue of the movie.
Yeah, I think since the re-release, the interest has gone again. There's a new generation of kids who they couldn't see it; they only saw it on video, and the parents are now saying, "Well, we're going to see it in the big theatre." And the interest is such that we've been invited out to different conventions, not only in America, but all through Europe and England as well. A thing called Aristocrats, or I've just finished, about the late 1700s British aristocracy in Ireland. And then next year I'm doing a pilot for a sci-fi series called Fresh Frontier.
Wow.
Which you should see here in a year. About a year.
I appreciate your time.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.